Welcome back, my friends. Glad that you could join me again. I know that in a previous video, I was talking about coconut milk powder, and I was going to be discussing about agave nectar. So this show, I am going to be talking about agave nectar. It appears to me that agave nectar somewhat has a bad rap when it comes to being a sweetener. First of all, let me say I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist or any of those things. And also, I'm not here to give medical advice. That is not my purpose. What I'm doing is showing you, and I'm sharing with you the things that I'm using to change in my life and what I use to help me. And so today I'm going to be discussing, this is for entertainment purposes only. So I'm going to be discussing agave nectar today. We're going to just read a little bit of information on it. I know you can go on the internet and find all kind of stuff about why you should not use agave nectar, but I can tell you why I should not use bleached sugar granulars and things like that. Why I'd much rather use something, not that sugar is not natural. It is a natural substance, but how it has been manipulated has been awful. And how it does affect your, for those of you who do have diabetes and things of those natures, how it does affect your blood sugar a little differently. Agave nectar is just a little bit different. And that's why I like it. I like it because it is in a syrup form as well. And I'll tell you the brand that I use. I use Simple Truth Organic. Simple Truth Organic blue agave nectar. And I get this from my local grocery store, which I'm sure that you can find as well. Now, one thing I always take note of in a grocery store, if you can't find a lot of it, this is going to sound bad. A lot of times it's good for you. And in my local grocery store, there's like 2 brands of agave nectar, and they really don't ever have much of it. And so the things that I like that are healthy, you find that most stores do not have a lot of it, especially if you live in a small town like I do. So I can find gobs of sugar. They can sell it to me by the pound, but those things that I really want, that's really better for me, than sugar and those types of things, it's hard to find. So, anyway, let's get into this. I've got a couple of articles here. I got this from Inside the Mill. I don't know if you all have ever heard of Red Mill, but they actually mill. They do a lot of milling of a lot of different grains and things like that. So I do know a little bit about them. So there's an article on there as well. So that's where I'm actually pulling the article from. Again, you'll find whatever you want. You can find it. So it's going to be discussing the health benefits of agave, a beginner's guide. So for those of you who may have never heard about agave nectar, we're going to discuss a little bit about it today. It says agave is a deliciously sweet syrup used in a variety of health foods. If you're a health enthusiast searching for more information on agave and its benefits, then you're in the right spot. Continue reading as we discuss the multiple health benefits of agave and how you can work this natural sweetener into your healthy diet. Okay, how is agave made? To fully understand agave and its natural benefits, let's take a closer look at how it is made. To make agave syrup, agave juice is extracted from the agave plant, and that's what I like. Extracted from the agave plant through a process of pulping and pressing the leaves. This liquid that are filtered out of the leaves are heated to evaporate the water and tear down the complex sugars into simple sugars, forming a syrup. The result, concentrated, sweet nectar with a low glycemic index compared to most sweeteners on shelves, including sugar. So this is one of the things that I like about it is, it's not sugar. It's like sugar, but it does not raise your blood sugar like sugar does. And I'm sure if you used a lot of it, I'm sure it would probably do the same thing too, but it's more of the natural side of having a sweetener that really works for you. And it doesn't really take a lot of it to sweeten your food or whatever it is that you're using. So I like it. And I think it makes the food and the things that I use, I think it makes it taste pretty good. Okay, Agave Nutrition facts. When it comes to nutrition, agave also outranks many of its competitors. It is low calorie, carb, and sugar content make it a favorite sweetener among individuals following a rigid diet. According to the USDA, a single teaspoon of agave nectar has 21 calories, has 0 fat, 0.3 grams of sodium. It has 5.3 grams of carbohydrate, 0 grams of fiber, 4.7 grams of sugars, and 0 grams of protein. So again, is it the most perfect thing to use? It's not the perfect thing to use, but if you are willing to have some of those calories and some of those carbs, you're willing to have a little bit in your diet to sweeten your food. I personally believe that it's worth it for me. It's worth it for me to do that rather than heaping spoons of sugar into what I'm drinking. At least I know that, and sugar is natural. It comes from a plant, but at least I know the process. It's just a little bit different than what you would get from sugar and what they do to sugar. So agave nectar, you have to decide for yourself, is it right for you or is it not right for you? Is agave a sugar? Agave nectar is one of the most delicious natural sweeteners around. That being said, it is still a sugar. The primary sugar found in agave is fructose. Fructose is a natural sugar found in most fruits, fruit juices, sweet vegetables, honey, and agave. Though fructose has a lower GI than glucose, it is still recommended that you consume it in moderation. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. So we do know that it is a sugar. It is a natural sweetener as well. And that's what I like about agave nectar. And again, you have to make the decision for yourself whether it's right for you, whether you want to use it or not. There are some other sweeteners that are out there that I am actually trying out and I'm working on. And if I don't like them, I'm going to say I don't like them. If I do like them, I'm going to bring them onto the show because I want you to see what it is and also understand how it can help you with your blood, your glycemic level. So that's about agave nectar. And again, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell people what to do. But if you would like a sweetener that does not necessarily affect you like sugar does, then I would say that this would be a really good alternative for you. And so again, we'll be going over other different items. You can get it in your local grocery store. And if not, just go and order it online. All right. See you all till next time. Peace.